Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Sportsman's Warehouse, the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, and Avery Superstore.
Hey, good Saturday.
Morning, Larry.
Hey, hold on there, John. You're one of my most excited guests I think I've ever had there. So I appreciate you jumping in there. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. We got John, and I'm going to pronounce it right, Widener? Is that right?
Yeah, Widener, that's correct.
All right. And John, my good friend Karen Lutto said you need to talk to John. He is the president of Anglers Best in Danville, Alabama. And I said, well, anytime Karen says something, I'll usually bark at it because she is one of the best in the media relations business. And I think when I looked at this and I said, well, John, let's talk to him. And first of all, why? I know why, but why did you pick Hunter Outdoor Communications?
Well, actually, you got to go to the best, you know.
That's right. That's right. Well, you got Anglers Best, so tell our listeners out there, what is Anglers Best?
Anglers Best, we just started this company here recently, but all these companies, I'm sure they start from the same reason because there's a necessity for a product out there.
Yes. Uh-huh.
So we, as fishermen, we always had problems getting our fish out of the live well. I've got bad knees. I can't get down like I like to. And,
Amen.
Fish, your live wells are deep.
Yes, they are, yeah.
And the fish are always in the bottom of that live well, and you got to get them out one at a time. So we looked at it and we said, we got to do something better than this. So rather than try to catch the fish one at a time, getting all finned up and bleeding and all that other stuff that goes with it, we decided let's create a product that eliminates that. So we come up with the Live Well Buddy.
And which I love. I love the name of it to begin with because I like anything that's live, and I like the well, and I like buddies. So I wanted to ask you, how did you come up with that name? I'm a great person about names. Live Well Buddy is a winner, in my opinion. So how about the name?
Well, we talked about what could we call it, and basically it goes in everybody's live well. It fits any live well, so that's the beauty of it.
Yes,
it's a collapsible ring, if you can imagine. It's a floating collapsible ring with a rubber silicone net that's attached to it. And what's so nice about it? It makes everything simple. So we said, well, what could be better than a Live Well Buddy? It's a buddy for you when you're getting ready to go fishing.
And the name just kind of stuck. I just got back from Montana. I was fishing on Flathead Lake up near Kalispell, and I was with a guide, and he could have used your Live Well Buddy. I can tell you that because we were getting 22-inch lake trout back, trying to get them back in the boat. And I saw the Live Well Buddy, and I said, hey, you guys need some of this up in Montana. So the idea is good, and I think a lot of folks would like to know your background because I know you're a fisherman, but there's another side to John Widener that maybe a lot of folks know.
Oh, it definitely is. Most people, they know us for hunting because that's what we started our business in. We're, Hunter Safety System.
That's it. Yeah.
It's just a product that we came up with, I guess about 18 years ago.
Yes, great product.
And again, we started that because of necessity. There's too many people falling and getting hurt, and we realized that. So we said, let's put an end to that. And we have saved so many lives and had so many people
you really
have been so appreciative of the fact that they didn't hit the ground.
Yes.
It's an amazing thing. God's been good to us. That's all I can say.
I've got stories. Me and you could sit there and talk for a whole segment about friends of mine that have and have not taken advantage of your product. But at the same time, folks, I like Anglers Best. Now, when you came up with that tag, that kind of goes along with it, too. I guess you're trying to make the best product possible. Is that the way the name came?
Well, that's a lot of it. We've always prided ourselves in the products that we produce because, to me, first of all, our hunting products, they have to work every single time.
Yeah.
We cannot afford a failure. We want our people to come back and hunt over and over again without any problems. So, that's probably one of the most important things that we can do is make a product that's not going to fail. And that goes right along with our Live Well Buddy. It's a simpler product, but the ease and the use of this product, it just kind of explains itself. When you got a basket that you can take your entire catch
yes.
and remove all the fish at one time, it doesn't get any better than that.
It doesn't get any better. And again, we're talking to John Widener. He's the president of Anglers Best. A lot of you folks know from Hunter safety on the harness and all these different kind of things. That right out of Danville, Alabama. Been in this thing for a long time, and then when I saw this, John, I said, "Well, why didn't I think of this?" That's why I'm in radio, and you are what you're doing again. But the product itself, is it out now? Can you get it yet? Or I've had some people ask me. Yes,
we sell a lot of them through just here on our regular website, of course.
Yes,
Amazon. They also are carrying it. And we're fixing to put some rep groups on it and start moving it out in a lot of the stores. So it's brand new. We're just coming out with it.
Yes.
Most people don't even know it's out there. But if you look it up, Angler's Best, you're going to find that you can watch it on the website. We got some nice little videos
I
showing
have.
how to use
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
And it's just a great little product.
And when you said this is affordable product too. You guys have always emphasize that because you're in the safety business or whatever it might be. Mm-hmm. You're not going to spend an arm and a leg, so to speak, for this.
No, absolutely not. And another thing I really like about it, it's one of these products. It's kind of out of sight, out of mind. You throw it in your live well, you forget it's there until you need it.
Yes, yeah. And
all of a
go ahead.
All of a sudden you say, "Hey, I just caught me a nice fish." Well, turn the aerator on, drop your fish in, and you're good for the day. You're good for the day.
How long has this been in? When did you come up with this idea? It seems like something. Well, I was sitting around the table one day, and all of a sudden I said, I like to ask people how they come up with the idea. How did y'all come up with this idea? And how long ago?
I got a good friend of mine. Actually, we come up with this 2 years ago.
Okay.
And we actually field tested it for the last 2 years.
Good, okay.
And we just kept making improvement after improvement after improvement. We finally come up with something. We said, "This is what we're looking for." So, but 2 years ago, we were arguing to each other. Says, "You get down in the bottom of the live well. I'm my hand's bleeding enough as it is, and you know how it is when you're trying to get fish out of the live well. They're going to fin you. You're going to get cut.
Yes, yeah."
So we started talking about it. Says we need something better than this, and between my fishing partner and I, we come up with this idea. And says, I'm going to go build one, and so I put one together. And of course, it's just a ragtag.
But you built it. You built that first one, right? I mean, it was.
Oh yes.
And went from there. I mean, did you think this is? I know you're a businessman. You've been successful and things along that line. This is one of those things that I think needs to be in everybody's live well. I mean,
absolutely.
Come Christmas time, folks, if you're looking for something for that fisherman that doesn't like to stick the hands into the live well and wonder what's down there, this thing is the perfect target for you. So, how do they get information about it, John?
Just look up Angler's Best, and our website. It's readily available. You can go on Amazon, look it up over there. It's going to be one of those products that you'll be glad you got.
Go to Angler's Best. That's ANGLERSBEST.com. It's that simple, folks. John, thank you, buddy. And again,
thank you very much. Y'all have a good one. I'm going fishing.
Oh, man, it's too hot in Memphis. Okay, we'll talk to you. Thank you, John.
You all right.
John Widener, and it's a pretty cool product. And I always like to get new products on there. And if you look it up and it just lays there, and you just pull it out, and the fish is in it. You don't have to. It's not it's different. So did you look it up? You didn't look it.
I didn't. I was
you got
listening.
a new phone. You're trying to get this thing down.
Still trying to make it work.
He's got a iPhone 15, I think, over here. No, it's he got rid of the 6. Now you've passed me. I got my 7, and you got your 10 now. I'm impressed. It's a nice looking phone. I expect to have all the bells and whistles on that thing by now.
I need to get it ready because it's going to be taking a lot of pictures here before too long.
It sure will, and that's a lot of little tease right there from the man himself. All right, can we take a break, Shelby, and come back? Let's take a break because I want to see I just can't wait to get to Jack Combs down there. I'm just excited. We have to skip some folks. No, we won't. We'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790, and all you folks in Brownsville on 1520 AM and 95.3, and Jackson on News Talk 101.5.